Hi, my name is Bonkers, and today I'm going to be going over the different types of NFTs. Within NFTs, there's a lot of different branches, and it can be very confusing if you're new to the space, or even if you're not new to the space, a lot of the topics can be really confusing. Each type of NFT or each branch of NFT that I cover in this video is just going to be a brief overview for that topic, and in the future I'll be making detailed videos about each and every single one of the topics in this video. The first type of NFT I'm going to talk about is profile picture NFTs, and that might be a little confusing to you because almost every NFT is intended to be used as a profile picture, but what I'm talking about in this category is projects where the entire purpose of the project is just to be a profile picture. That's how Bored Ape Yacht Club started and Cool Cat started, as just being a profile picture. Since then they've evolved to be more, but in essence they are just a profile picture project. Basically every project in the NFT space is a profile picture project. Even if they have a lot of utility behind the scenes, there's still always that intention of being used as a profile picture. But it's good to keep in mind that projects can evolve past what they originally started as. Like Bored Ape Yacht Club is now a globally recognized brand, and Cool Cat is launching a second series with a play-to-earn game that'll be really interesting to see. The next type I'm going to talk about are membership NFTs. So buying an NFT from this collection gets you access to specific things. For this specific collection, the Llama Boost, you'll get access to a Discord server where you can talk to the founder of the project. You'll get access to an alpha channel with other people who are also very NFT inclined, and you get access to some really cool tools and websites that you wouldn't get access to unless you own the NFT. There are lots of different membership passes out there. This is just an example that I like, and they can be really valuable if you do a lot of research into the person behind the NFT. It's really important that you choose one that has a lot of perks and justifies the expensive price tag behind them. The next type of NFTs I'm going to talk about is DAOs, which can be a really confusing topic for a lot of people, and this category definitely deserves its own video. And the very basics of a DAO is that all the holders of a project get to vote in what happens for the future of the project. Whether that's what the team will be working towards, whether that's how the funds will be spent, everybody who is a holder of the project gets to vote on what happens going forward. The very basics is governance for token holders. You get a say in what happens because you are a part of the project by holding the NFT. So as an example, this is what the Doodles project is currently voting on. This is one of the samples that they're currently voting on. And as a Doodles holder, you get to come to this page. You can read about what the proposal is, why they want to do it, and you can then go ahead and vote yes, no, or you can abstain from it. Sometimes there'll be more options than this, but it'll depend on each thing. And so you can vote, and because I own one doodle, you can go ahead and sign it, and then you can see that my vote is counted, and my vote is now added to the total tally here. So by holding the token, I get a direct vote and can have an impact on what happens within the project. The next topic I'm going to talk about is games. There are a lot of different games out there, but the most popular type of game right now is play-to-earn games. So by owning one of these tokens, you can stake it, and then by staking it, you can then continue to make strategic decisions about what you will do with your tokens. And by staking it and by playing the game, you will earn cryptocurrencies or other NFTs, and those will have a lot of value attached to them. There's a branch of NFTs that have charitable initiatives, and these NFT projects will pool resources that they gain from mint and from secondary sales to work towards a charitable goal or some kind of initiative that they have. For example, with Psychedelics Anonymous, they have a lot of resources within their Discord server that provide mental health support to holders of the NFT. Sometimes a project will work to raise funds and directly donate that to a charitable campaign. Sometimes it's just awareness. There's a lot of different types of charitable projects out there, and they all have different initiatives. Another relatively new type of NFT that are rapidly emerging are NFTs that are attached to real playable games. They're different than games like Wolf Game because there's an actual game attached to it in the sense of like a real video game. So My Pet Hooligan is an example of that. They are actively building a game that when it launches, you will be able to use your NFT in the game and play as that character. Here's an example of what that will look like. So the person playing owns this NFT, and as a result, they can play as the character within the game. The next category is NFTs that have real-world physical claims attached to them. So holders of the Adidas NFT will be able to claim real clothes in the real world. This is a really obvious use case for NFTs. There haven't been many successful projects doing this yet, but Adidas has really kind of innovated the game, and they are working to create something really cool for holders of their NFTs. The next NFT concept I want to talk about is Metaverse NFTs. These type of projects are working to build a real world that will exist within the NFT that you own. So for example, NFT Worlds, by holding this NFT, you get access to a small Minecraft world, and any changes you make within that world are reflected within the NFT, which can lead to creating some really cool structures that are then visible within the actual NFT on OpenSea. If you're just new to NFTs, or if you've been in NFTs for a long time, you've for sure heard a lot of talk about the Metaverse, and this is just one example of how it's being built, but there are lots of different ways that NFTs will come into play for the Metaverse. There's a category of NFTs that generate passive income for you by holding the NFT. So for example, if you hold one of these creeps, you'll generate a token called Lumi, and that token has a real value attached to it. Someone who holds one creeps is generating about $1,200 a day just by owning and staking their creeps. It is really expensive to get started into these NFTs, but the ROI is really high, and if you do a lot of research into the projects that offer this, you can find really high returns on your investment. And the last category I'm going to talk about is art NFTs, and that's really all they are. They're just art. They're there for you to enjoy and look at and have holding. A lot of the art pieces will have value come from the legacy of them, like Fidenzas have been around for a really long time, and Tyler Hobbs has built a large reputation within this space. And that's what drives the price for something like this, similar to how in the real world, a very famous artist's art will have a large price tag attached to it. That's all the topics I'm going to cover for this video. I will be making detailed videos for a lot of those ones, especially the more confusing ones like DAOs, but let me know if you have any questions, and I will try to answer all of them in the comments. Thanks for watching.